that there is something called autocriticism or autocriticism, which is to be able to criticize yourself if you know you were short in what you were asked to do. And that is what we are looking at today. That there are certain shortcomings, certain failures which we need to address, particularly in my sector. I know maybe the others will tell you what they plan to do in their own areas. But as far as the communication, and this is for me, I have said this before, and that is that communication is key. And if we have to sell our programs, sell the organization's profile, and do other things that are relevant, one, to encourage people to come on and join, then the communications pillar is key to addressing some of those issues. Now, I have some ideas, of course, and I'm sure there are many other people who have ideas, but we also would like to call upon the general public. If you have a good article, if you have a brilliant write-up, please feel free to come and send us anything you have. You can put it on the website, you can put it on the Facebook. If you have an interesting story somewhere that we have not seen perhaps, you are able to call our attention to it. We are able to look at it, bring it, import it into our website, our Facebook pages, and so on and so on. Now, if somebody wants to write something on the Gambia that you feel would be relevant to what we are trying to achieve, by all means, you're welcome to send us any articles, any write-ups, anything of the sort. My main worry, if I have any, this is my own view, is that there is a kind of a lack of an understanding, to put it mildly, of how effective these instruments can be. We know that one of the first things anybody would ask for if you talk to them about CDCG would be whether you have a website. And we do, now at least. So we need for those people to make, as a point of reference, see what the organization is doing. So we need to keep it up to date. So I'm calling upon all of you who are present here, but also far and wide outside of here. If anybody has any useful information, useful articles, write-ups, and so on and so on, by all means, feel free to contact us. Now, in the life of an organization, I've been in this business, as I keep saying every time, to the chagrin of some people, that I've been here long enough to know that we've made a lot of progress from when we started organizing to challenge Jammeh and his despotic rule. Now, at the time when we set up, there were no websites and no Facebook pages and no Twitter pages and so on and so on. Today we have a direct link to talk to the people and to talk to them and to sell our programs. So it is good that whilst we have been making baby steps, now is the time really to redouble our efforts, like Chairman said. And those efforts, we are looking to do that. And we'll be calling upon people who have expertise to also bring their expertise to bear upon the programs and where we need to go and where we need to get to in this case. So another thing that I'd like to touch on briefly is membership. I'm sure the chairman will elaborate on this, or whoever the relevant pillar head will talk on this. But how do we use the website, Twitter page, and the Facebook page to recruit more members to come on? This is not, sure it's not rocket science. I'm a scientist myself. But there must be some way to use the website, which I have looked at recently, and it tells me there are a lot of hits on it. A lot of people are looking at it now, and so is the Facebook page as well. So as far as recruiting members and how we are able to use these instruments to recruit more members into it, but the message must be clear. We have to put our strategic vision of where we want to take CDCG, and maybe there is something lacking in that direction as well. If we're able to refine or retune our strategic vision, it's good to say that we are looking to bring all organizations together to focus the message and to prime it so that it can attract readers. But it's also good to have a very clear vision of where we need to go. Now, a lot of things that CDCG can do, and we have not done yet, but I look forward to us engaging with this now. How we can use those programs, projects and other stuff to, and use the website, use the Facebook page, I go on Facebook pretty much every day. And one thing that I noticed is that there is a Facebook page called Youth and Women's Forum. It's about the one website run by a Gambian, one Facebook page run by a Gambian that has thousands of hits a day. And I want to know how they got to that, how they are able to do that, so that we can use that experience and that information to also portray and put forward and advance our own programs on the communication agenda, so to speak. Okay, but this is where we are. We have had this meeting recently to look, it's a review kind of, to look at how to make this function better. The website, the page, the Facebook page, and so on and so on. And in due course, I hope we are able to capture not only the essence of what we are trying to do, but the spirit of the organization and the objectives we set ourselves. So thank you very much for for the time and listening to me, and we promise to be a bit more active, if you like, in terms of how we use communication, both in terms of the strategic outcome we're looking for, but also in engaging our members in recruiting other members through these channels. Thank you very much.
It may be not a bad idea for you to tell them who your team are.
Okay. Right. Well, the team, you mean by that, you mean the
committee of the team?
The communications team. Now, by the call, you have the communications team. I have a list of people, but I'm not sure we've been contacted with the editorial team.
No, not the editorial. Just the name, so that people, because I think it's an opportunity for them to know when you say team. You don't have
I don't. It's the editorial team that we focus on.
Well, I know I have a record of a position back in last year. I don't know, last year, July. I don't know whether you've taken on.
I think it's Sehu Jan, myself, Sehu Jan, and Caesar Khalid, and
I think
Youngs
was there.
Youngs is not.
Yeah.
But it's myself, Sehu Jan, and Caesar Khalid. And I think we are trying to recruit somebody else to come.
Yeah.
Youngs, but we are only the three of us, as it were, at this stage. And the editorial team is still in the making.
Okay. Thank you, then. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. We will go through the whole report, and the item number 5 provides for general discussion on the reports together. But I just want to thank James for his report. I'm sure you took note of the central point that communication, as you know, is supposed to be an important dimension of the kind of work or campaign that we are carrying out, and that has told us some of the development that's taking place, as to highlight the website which we are trying to get on its feet. I just want to recall here the appeal he made to general members that this being by its nature is a useful tool, but by its nature it needs input from as many people as possible. So that, I think all members here should also become aware of it, and also feel free simply contacting James and see how best you can contribute to keeping the website going. I just wanted to remind you about that, because when we come to item 6, if there are any comments on this report and other reports, you have the opportunity to do so. With that, I think we move to the next